So, happy Pride Month and welcome, guys, gals, and binary pals, to our latest episode of FableScape. I am Pietro, your master for tonight. I am here joined by my wonderful players. Say hi, everyone, and we are ready to jump right in. So, in our last episode, the group gained entry to the great Library of Thalor, and by assisting one of its higher members, the researcher Isolde Naelier, you secured 2 last-moment slots to access the library proper. As Cosmo and Ida entered the inner chambers of this library, they found out the very peculiar nature of it. The collected skulls of dozens, no, hundreds of sages and scholars in all areas of expertise lay neatly arranged in a large circular space. Skulls you were allowed to interact with through the help of the clerics of the White Hand to receive a portion of their immense knowledge. You, Ida, in searching traces of your lost village, learned the mysterious concept of movement between planes and between timelines even, and how such events can leave long-lasting tears in the fabric of our world. Cosmo, you instead uncovered the worrisome nature of your mother's illness, the infiltration by a dark entity sometime in her distant past. After all this was done, you, Davna, who were randomly moving around the library doing your best impression of yourself, found out something weird. The door to Isolde Naelier's chamber were open, and checking inside, you found it empty. You found Isolde dead, and the creature that you had accompanied through the gates and into the library disappeared. Windows broken, you assumed, with the help of some other magical means from the rest of the library, that probably the creature had fled and took the plunge to the waters below. And it was located in Mistwater Grottos, the underground system of caves, if you wish, that lies beneath the Library of Thalor, on the island of Innerbow. You also discovered through the recount of what appeared to have been a survivor of the battle, one of the archmages of the college, that what happened during the great battle of the Barrowfields, as he recounted that the 3 of the Saint's retinue fought a creature empowered by a weird, strange, powerful magical artifact known as the Crown of Tears, which was powered, apparently, by the same kind of purple gems that were set inside of the flesh of the creature and both in your necklace. So, you decided to follow immediately the steps of this creature before it can get too far. And you, with the help of one of the apprentices of the college, one Mori, you moved to intercept. You left the gates of the library, and you are now moving past the massive gate towards one small ferry boat set in a secluded place in the shoreline where you can get, Mori says, passage to the island proper, and from there move on foot. So, What would you like to do?
Well, do we need anything before going?
No, I think we are already made our preparation
Yeah,
for this hunt.
I like it.
Yeah. Before this topic comes up later, is everyone alright with me taking the gem after we defeated the monster?
There's
Yeah,
no problem for me.
Yeah.
Right. Great.
just like if we can examine it.
Oh, yes, of course.
You know. And
Yeah, I don't care.
Great.
I don't like rocks,
You,
so.
you said it was for helping your young master.
Yeah.
Well, aren't you worried that he might be corrupted by this fight?
I will keep an eye on him. As I've always done.
Well, we can go.
Yeah. Morini was
Mori,
it?
yes.
And where are we going?
He's a few steps behind you at the moment. He is changing, like he fell a bit behind by, he is taking off the heavy leather holder almost that he wears on his torso, which has some runic carvings and you assume is some sort of like uniform. And he's setting it aside and moving in the freely in like this purple dress, which seems much more comfortable without it. And he does not have a baggage for itself, but he does have his spellbook tied to one side and a large pouch, which you assume is the pouch for any ingredients he may need, on the other side. And he like he's checking that everything is fine, everything's correct. And as you approach him, he's like, "Yes."
So what are we doing to get on the island? We're taking a
So
ferry?
yes, there's a ferry. Just follow me, it's fine. And he like leads you to what is essentially like this small wooden cabin that is in such a way that you couldn't notice it from the road. You kind of need to know that it's there. And as you arrive, there is no one there. It looks like it is some sort of like ferrying place where boats are with these long poles can be used to traverse the stretch of sea essentially that connects the terra firma to the island, but there is no one there currently. So Mori simply jumps on one of the boats and takes the pole. It's like, "So come on."
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna take off my dress with my bathing suit underneath. I'm just gonna put it on the boat. I'm just gonna go, oh, do I have like a string or something?
A lace, yes.
Yeah, whatever. I'm gonna tie it to my Sperry.
Oh, nice.
And I'm gonna jump in the water and I'm just gonna take him for a walk.
yes, like you don't care how fast you go. You know that it's really small. Maybe going that fast would hurt you.
No, he's in the water. He's in his
Mostly like-
elements. He's gonna be fine. I know it. I give him a little kiss.
To keep it well tied, you have to essentially like bind his fins to the side.
I'm gonna do that.
essentially like you're dragging it and like flopping armlessly through the water. But yes, you take your night bath and go out for a swim in front of the small rowboat essentially at this point that leaves
Important rowboat.
I was a little confused.
Sci-fi all of a sudden.
rowboat who leaves the shore like and Mori himself is helming with this large pole and starts pushing essentially on the sea floor the boat towards the island. You, Ida, move around freely and just make a perception check on the surroundings. 20 million.
Perception.
3.
21.
Okay. So, with a 21, you easily outpace the boat who's going at a very relaxed
A
pace. Not,
perception check?
no, I'm just describing the situation. You outpace the boat and start moving towards the island, and the island is not that large, especially in the part you are. It's more like a triangle, essentially, so you are on one of the corners. So you have like to turn around the corner. This is how Mori is helming the boat towards, so you kind of follow along. And you have a moment where you pass the shadow of the library above you and exit essentially from this shadow and arrive in what looks to be open sea almost, since the island is now fully to your right. And at this point you look on this like midnight sea, and the moons are lighting it in
There's
creating
more than one
three
moon.
moons.
There's
Creating it, yes, you know that by looking at the sky.
We had to do Matt Mercer. They had 2 moons.
They have to yes. One is extremely remote and not very relevant, but yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Don't spoil my BBAG. Oops.
absolutely not surprised because I've seen these my whole life. I'm gonna look at
Yes,
it 3
you
times.
There will be overpowered werewolf in this book.
Well, that could be an interesting thought. But as you like at the light of the moonlight, you take a glimpse of the horizon and take in like this large scenery that is in front of you, and you have the most moment of like relaxation as you are in your element and looking out in this like large expanse in the mist on the horizon. And through the mist, you can barely see the large shadow of looks to be a galleon with distinctly a white ivory coloration to it, and like this ruined sails.
Seals.
That are
These
ruined
ruined
though.
sails that like moves alongside you almost over 3 miles in the distance, and just disappears in the mist once again.
That's it, Riceberry. Are you seeing this shit?
The ship. And you have a moment like, oh, and then you're like, yes, this is normal. Everyone like is a ship in the sea. There's nothing, except you know that no sane captain would move its ship inside to the inner expanse. But as fast as it appears, it just disappeared, and you simply come back to your things.
Oh no, I'm thinking about it.
Yes.
So,
And
Mr. Mori,
yes,
your area of expertise, let's say.
mine evocation.
Oh, evocation.
Yes.
Now, do you know what they say about evocation wizards?
I am scared to know.
Well, they're all about like throwing really big explosions around.
Well, kinda. I'm more of, I like to make things operate. That's more of like,
Oh, right. So
like actual things, not like illusion. It's a bit more interesting. You'll see.
You make things up. I'm not good.
Don't worry about it.
So a little bit of conjuration, maybe even. In
Well,
there.
yes, I'm very specific about evocation, and he like creates this mage hand in front of himself, and you can like and waves at you, like this kind of stuff.
Terrifying. Terrifying.
Yes. But yes, what were you saying? Sorry.
No, I was just curious, I studied as.
Oh yes, I was curious. What did you study, and
Oh,
where?
I studied under my mother's guidance.
Oh.
She taught me, let's say, our kind of magic school is a little bit different. It comes from an elven tradition of dances that we used to weave and weave the spells we cast. So I haven't actually had the pleasure to, meet with many other apprentices and savants of other schools. So I'm really interested now that I'm out in the world to meet, So evocation is my first. It's one of the first. I met your divination
Yes.
head, master of divination and master of conjuration.
Indeed.
And well,
I take some of the lessons, not all of them. Of course, it's not my purview. I'm more about, evocation, but
It's fun. It's fun. I read on some history books like that. There are schools in which there are different kind of courses, and you can
yes,
study.
this place is amazing. Like it is, a bit stiff in many things. You have to have a certain demeanor, and all the stuff about creating a spell. It's a bit much, but if you have the talent, that's a very good place to meet other people, especially. I really like
read
that.
fiction, but the weird thing about that is they never seem to study. Like they're always doing other shit, like saving the world and then stuff.
Yeah, I've
Or,
read that
like,
kind of fiction as well.
fucking each other.
Yeah, it's very unrealistic,
Yeah.
I feel the same, yes. But we are hard study people, and I'm actually very, very thankful that this morning I had a practice session. Otherwise, I would probably have a very different set of spells than what is required for this kind of situations, so.
Yeah, me too. I'm actually a bit nervous about it, but thanks to my mother, I don't seem to know the spell. I'm also a source woman.
Interesting. I like to do things physically as well. Like I do a lot of lifting, but
I can see that.
he seems pretty well set up. Like he's not buff in any way, but he's better than
yeah,
an
I
average
know
scrawny
he's-
wizard.
Off wizard. Muscle wizard. Punch.
Exactly.
Mage punch.
Yes. Mage hand like a sponge.
Right. That's all.
And as you finish this conversation, you move inside of the large opening, essentially, that is the entrance, what looks to be to this cave. It's not much as a cave as you see it now. It's more like stalagmites and stalactites growing on different portions of what is like an opening, like a large cut, almost like an entire front part of a hill has how do you say it?
Collapse.
Yes, collapsed like a landslide. Sorry, almost like the front part of a thing as of a hill collapsed in a landslide, and the part behind it was a bit concave and such, like from humidity and the vicinity to the sea. Starts parts of stalagmites and stalactites started growing, and from the outside it almost looks like a large giant maw of some sort of subterranean creature. It is quite fancy. And you definitely get that somebody could hide in here very easily. But as you finally leave the boat behind and you step on the ground, you see that Mori stretches and takes out a leather strip and casts a spell on himself with a protection. And
If he stretches, I'm gonna stretch too. Then I'm gonna flex. Looking right in his eye.
your friend is a bit showy, I would say. Yes. I like it. You're curious. Yes. Do you have a routine or something?
I throw things.
Oh, okay. Yes.
Everything.
I
And I
can
punch
tell.
people.
That as well.
She loves to leave the rocks.
Oh, yes. Interesting.
In her village, her surname is the Rock.
Oh. I can tell, as she is,
Not the rock.
touching rock bottom, but yes. And he uses the staff he was carrying, which is like this ornate twisted staff with an opalescent gem set on top, almost like a walking stick essentially, and starts to move towards the cave. So, if the creature was found underground, we should probably look for an entrance of some sort.
Do you know anything about the cave system?
No, not at all. I've been here, but just on the outsides, never inside. Sorry.
I will lead the way.
Sure,
And
go for it.
I will get in a kind of hound-like state, hound-like stance, all fours on the ground, sniffing the ground, then try to
Fancy.
find an entrance.
make an investigation check, I would say, and you can get advantage for your smell.
While she's doing that, I'm gonna just put my dress back on, put Iceberry in the cup, and I'm gonna leave him on the boat.
Okay.
Can I help her?
She already has advantage, so
Just
Can I try-
clarify, mechanically, I don't have advantage. on
you
this
do
kind
not
of
have anything about smells.
Because
No,
I have
no,
advantage on this kind of.
Oh, right.
Okay,
So,
you can get advantage.
all right, I can get advantage. Investigation, so I think it's still my kind of thing, but that's not a good roll. That's 13.
13. Okay. So, as you kind of move around, the moon, luckily, the bigger moon is in such a position where you can illuminate at least partially the entrance, and so you can the opening, and you can essentially kind of see also for those of you who do not have dark vision. But all in all, it's still not as easy as it would be to check around all these like openings and around this large stalactites and stalagmites that have grown over the centuries probably on this island. And you kind of start to move around and search for something that could lead to an opening or something like that, a breeze, something, some smell that could lead to an interior place or something. And you can't really find anything of that sort, but you do find something that is extremely telling. You find something, you first notice something shining, and as you move closer, you see there's some metal thing that has like this metallic sheen on the moonlight. And as you get closer, it is a scalpel, a very, very fine and sharp scalpel, and it lies in what is essentially a pool of dark blood. From the pool, you can see small little droplets, so small that you wouldn't have noticed them at like naked eye in other circumstances, but in this situation you can kind of pinpoint them now that you know what you're looking for. And you see in an upper portion of the cavern where you wouldn't have looked otherwise, what looks to be an opening between two of these like large calcareal formations, rock formations. One of them has been split open, like it is cracked in the middle, and part of it is on the ground. And there is no growth on it, so you assume that probably it's very recent.
We call everybody?
Sorry?
We call everybody to the place, and I will take the scalpel and it's in the scalpel collection. It's the second scalpel, I guess.
Oh, I forgot to give you the thing.
Oh, yeah, doesn't matter. Scalpel number 2.
It's just a normal scalpel, apparently, but yes.
It's alright. I want scalpels.
Fine by me.
From now on.
Fine by me. Yes?
And there seems to be a tear, like somebody opened a way up there by force.
Oh,
Where?
There.
there.
Where?
Open the left eye.
No, I still can see that.
Okay.
It's not.
Yeah, I see it as well.
I mean,
I see it as well.
I'm blind.
How high is it?
It's about 5 feet. Not a bit more, actually. It would be like 6, 7 feet. Yeah, but it's not difficult to reach. It's more like actually noticing it. But
Not difficult to reach.
I'm sorry, for the normal people, it's not.
Oh, normal.
Yes, but a scary word.
Cancel.
Yes, and yeah, but you as well wouldn't have much issue on like climbing rocks is not hard for you, and you are very. First of all, you're very buff, and second, you're very used to this kind of movement. So actually, you probably lead the way in like finding the 2 purchases needed to actually reach semi-comfortably the opening, and you arrive in. What is essentially a very narrow passage, almost like this landslide or whatever, has like split 2 rocks and between the two rocks is a small passage where a medium humanoid can fit through. You, Cosmo, have a bit of issue, mostly due to the armor that scrapes and touches in all points, and you have to move like and very down and like squatting essentially to get the largest space as possible. But you manage to mostly without issue fit through. You have a bit of gashes on the armor and some parts the metal is bent, but you know, aside from that you're fine. Nothing that a bit of smith work cannot fix. And yes. But you follow this narrow passage, and it's a bit claustrophobic if you're not used to this kind of openings. For like this 20, then 50, and as it turns, you arrive to 100 feet almost in the back of this hill as Ida hyperventilates in a corner, until you finally emerge in what is a wider space. You're now inside what looks to be like the inner portion of the hill. Like you went on the island has dominated by this large hill, and you're probably inside, like around the center portion of this hill by now, considering how far you've moved from the outside. And
Can't see shit.
yes,
Me
it is
neither. Oh, no, well.
completely pitch black, unless you have dark vision of some
I
kind.
had the shining ring, I remember. It was given to me, so I'm gonna come closer to you.
Oh,
So you cast light on your ring.
I already did, but yeah, sure, I'm gonna
Okay,
do it
still,
again.
I don't know how long light demands.
You're welcome.
At this moment of like ting, 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 and it opens up.
thanks. Oh, my eyes.
This large space, and you see that like Mori as well casts light on a similar band that he's wearing, and holds it up to see better the surroundings, because he as well is being a human, is not dark visions. And now that you have vision, you see that you're essentially in a small chamber which is carved in the rock by a gentle stream that is like pouring down a couple openings actually in the rock above you, and it's falling down and keeps and drains in a large passage that winds downwards. You have to like get around a large boulder to see this passage, but this is much more comfortable than what you have just traversed. It's almost like a dug tunnel by something, but very old and very decrepit. You see some parts have fallen down and you have to like squeeze a bit around, but mostly it's traversable without much issue. Well, I do believe we are in for quite the walk. I was not expecting this, but I suppose we should use a bit of caution. This is not my environment.
Yeah.
It's not.
I'm starting to wonder. I need your collective suggestion on something.
Okay.
This outfit is really uncomfortable for long walks. Do you think that despite the fact that as a servant of the Zalelver family, I should always wear my uniform as a sign of dignity and honor, I should maybe find another kind of clothing for occasions like this?
Like
Do you want a makeover?
No, I will choose what I want to wear, but do you think I
We
can allow myself that?
Yeah. Yeah.
you could have pockets, pants.
Pockets with pants.
I mean, that
If you had pants, you had pockets.
Yes.
that
Yeah.
That makes sense.
We could go shopping. Come on.
Here?
Well, not now.
Yeah, sorry, that's.
I absolutely agree you should, but this is not the moment maybe. How about we keep going?
Yeah.
Yes.
I think dignity is not based on the way you dress,
Alright.
but it's just.
Well,
just
depends how you dress, but yes.
If you need help, I can
Why?
lift you for some miles.
back off,
Wear
Cosmo.
something.
If you need
weird.
help, I can
You
help
want
you
to?
with picking.
Yes, of course.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Judgment.
Blueberry.
I
No,
know.
I'm just curious. You seem
I
curious.
agree, I'm more on your side.
What?
What?
It's a status symbol, you gotta show that you're.
No, it's mostly like if you wear something very bad, people will judge you. But it's different.
Let's go.
Just
I'm
don't wear
sorry,
something
I'm
bad.
Sorry, I just wanted because. Right.
Did someone hurt you?
What?
Marine. Is this
Marie.
Mori?
Yes. Sorry?
Yeah, sorry.
Mori is the correct name.
Did
That was a
anybody
yes.
hurt you?
No, I'm
Are you
just curious.
Have you been bullied because of what you used to wear or something?
Make a persuasion. Make an insight check, actually.
Is 13.
He's very convinced no tells you a lot of things. But what pace would you like to keep while?
Yes, because we have to find it before it
Yeah.
regenerates or whatever it does.
But
Yes, but
I think we should be a bit careful
yeah.
with the water. I guess it's slippery. I don't know. The rocks and the.
Do you not know how to swim?
I do.
That was
No, I
like
do.
his no before. It's
I
telling
do.
me a lot.
I don't like it, but I do.
Why don't you like it?
I don't like water. Like deep water.
But it's not that deep here.
Can I
Well,
do?
you don't know that.
You know, it's really safe. There's nothing in the water.
Nothing you can see.
Well,
It makes it so much more terrifying.
Can I try to do a thing?
sure.
Just randomly. A thing. I'm gonna do a
Do a
thing.
There's a stream of water going down this
Yes.
cave, like in a downward. Can I use shape water
Oh.
to turn the water in front of me into ice and try to
Or like like
slide down?
Make a dexterity saving.
I would sleep the life on my ass to be
Sure. Make still a dexterity saving throw. Let's see how well this goes.
Natural one.
Amazing. You make the water freeze in front of you as this transpires. Like you basically drop out of the conversation and like, you freeze the water and like place yourself on it in some comfortable, as much as possible fashion, and start sliding down the cave ceiling essentially, and like about 60 feet in front of you, it takes like this sharp turn, and you have absolutely no way of controlling yourself, so you just splatter against the front wall, and you see like, as you turn back, everyone is like staring at you with like very confused look on their faces. You would also take 1 point of bludgeoning damage.
blueberry, please.
Why?
Yeah, why did you do that?
I mean, that was amazing. But why?
Another was right.
Mother's always right about a lot of things.
Okay, snow is in front of us of 60 feet. Let's get to her.
The god stole 9 months of her life and gave her a curse.
No!
That was one of her favorite lines.
You were really fast, so don't be hard on yourself.
You tried it.
I am gonna sleep on the ice that she made and do the same.
I will say that
It's
the ice
support.
is still there, so make a dexterity saving throw.
Yeah, there you go.
It's really good.
Ah, 15. You basically like get the same distance, then notice the sharp turn and manage to like catching yourself on your feet in front of snow for a second. Like you have to slam your hands on the rock wall.
The cabedon. Be like,
What?
you know,
She's giving me the cabedon, you know.
it's when like.
When you like pin somebody to the wall.
Ah, okay.
It's,
Well,
yes.
yes, in a sense.
Yeah,
Um,
accidentally, yeah, I guess.
And yeah, it was fun.
See?
Are we gonna try like everybody?
I think
gonna
everybody
try?
should do it to make Snow feel better.
I think we should find the
Yeah.
blood-starved creature in
Yeah,
here
I
first.
the plan was to do it to go faster. If this becomes a time waster, this defeat the purpose, so let's go.
Yeah, let's go.
Can you
Meanwhile-
guys
The ice is already melted, probably, because I can't keep it melted for long.
It's very difficult. Also, as you enter, like, you start going downwards, you notice that the temperature rises.
Rises.
Yes, underneath the earth, like as far as you keep going downwards, it gets hotter and hotter.
This is really sad.
And what I was saying was that also from where you are and going forward, you start noticing. What?
Sorry.
Sorry.
Okay. And going forward, you start noticing this like pungent, earthy smell. It's not unpleasant in a sense. It is just very strong and very difficult to like
Man down.
cut off
You really
from your brain.
dirt today.
Yes, I think.
Yeah, did
I'm not really that sure, but it could be me. Definitely me.
Yeah.
No, that's not that. I know what happened last night outside.
Very well. No, it doesn't appear to be Davna. Like in a sense, it's not unpleasant. Davna is unpleasant. This is not. This is not unpleasant. It's mostly like very strong and such. Like it's very difficult to rule out of your brain as you concentrate on something else. And following almost the smell, you keep following this downward path, and you have a moment where you come to double an intersection. But as you like look couple steps into the left side, you notice it's blocked off at the end, so we just keep going right side. And you arrive in a place where like almost as abruptly as this tunnel started, it ends. And your walls around you are lighting with your fingers, and so you have light, but you still like have a limited range. And at a certain point, like at the end, as soon as you arrive in range of the opening, like you see the wall disappear and become like this very large, vaulted almost chamber, where you can see from where you are as you step closer, you can see the winding stream of water that you've been following. It's very subtle. It's not like an actual river. It's just a little stream that cuts through the earth, the rock actually at this point, and ends in a small lake almost. And the shore of this lake is like this very large rocky large rocky area where a lot of stalactites and stalagmites fall from the ceiling and from the earth, and it's almost like it has a very a certain ambience to it. Like it is pretty interesting as it's alive, yes. But as you also enter here, you start hearing a noise. You hear a noise like this low rumble. This sometimes it is a bit of a like a
Is that my stomach?
Funny you notice that because you are actually starving. Like you realize as you say this, oh, I'm very hungry. Like I'm starving. And as you like make note of this, you all realize that you are fucking hungry. Like as you didn't eat for a long time, this is like you actually need to eat right now. It has been a while, and that would probably impede your efficiency if you don't. But as you
Blueberry?
you keep hearing, it's like
I cast a divine sense.
you cast divine sense. It is 30 feet, correct?
It's
How much is light in range?
it's 60 feet.
60 feet, okay.
Asking me.
So as you expand your consciousness, in 60 feet around you, you do not sense anything that has this like strong undead, fey, or
Fiend.
fiend, thanks.
So it's dead fiend or undead.
Yes. Nor a place that has been desecrated or consecrated. This appears to be mostly a very gloomy and dark cave, and that is that. You do not sense anything paranormal, if you wish to it. What?
20 feet.
20 feet. Okay, so
But can I take out a torch, cast light on it, and throw it in the middle of the
sure enough, you throw you casting torch. You lose it on your finger, but you have created like this glowing torch in your hand, which is a bit interesting. And you throw it in front of you, and it bolts and lands in the center, almost of this large space, where you see like these rocky formations of green and purple hues that sprout from the ground, and close to them what looks to be like this large boulder of sorts that shifts and moves, and rises a large head filled with sharp teeth and
Not your brightest moment.
and a large creature appears in front of you. It's like this massive elephant size, but like actual elephant, no offense, if not larger, like true elephant with distinctively 3 legs and these like 3 whipping tentacles that move around from its back, and he like looks at you.
That is not the thing that we're
And-
looking for, is it?
I don't think so.
And we're like, shit! And I will have to roll initiative. But for this, we are going to take a break. So we'll be back shortly. So,
Heart of gold.
as we come back from our break,
Yeah.
We have a wonderful map, and we are going to roll for initiative.
Can I do the roll? No, I roll again.
No! Come on, why did you do that to me?
This is called karma.
But it is not, it got worse, thank you.
Say no.
It's a message from God.
Yeah. So,
God, yeah.
Oh my god.
For me, it's bad.
as you stand there and place yourselves as you wish in this like general area, a bit behind that.
Well,
Yeah, I wasn't.
Try
I
to stand
currently
for the
wasn't.
squares. Nice. Like a square in the middle.
I just walked to work.
I refuse to be put in a box.
Amazing.
If,
So-
even if I wanted to, he would have not been in front.
That is nice. And you find this.
What the actual
What is that?
It's a big bear.
Whatever that is,
No.
it's fucking
Big
big.
rat.
Yes,
It is a very big
That's
rat.
a fucking big rat.
The weird one at that.
Yeah.
Lekong.
It's the trap.
So, order initiative. 25 to 20. Whoops. Okay, oh sorry. I did
Yes.
not roll.
No.
No, I rolled again because y'all fuckers wanted to roll again, so I rolled again.
I'm
Sorry.
with you.
Very
Matt.
nice. 20 to 15.
17.
Amazing. Dex.
Plus 2.
Amazing. And your name is Snow.
It is.
Incredible. Then we have 15, 10. Oh my god! 10 to 5.
9.
Oh, sorry, I forgot our friend there. It is exactly 17 again, and he does exactly have. It is below you.
No.
What's his name?
Maureen.
Wait a second.
Moody's. I can move it.
In
Move.
fact, the creature itself rolled a 17.
Okay.
There's no way that this guy is better.
Yeah, he's not very
That
dexterous,
guy.
so he's full shit.
That's
So he
three
is
legs.
he's below everything. And
I have
9.
5
so this is amazing. So 10 to 5, you have a 9,
9.
which is our friend Cosmo.
and 5
I have a 5 as well.
Dexes.
Plus 2.
plus 3.
Okay, so it is Kiki with amazing 3. What the fuck did you roll them?
She's been silent so long and she's the one that got it worse.
-1.
4.
Which is higher than. Oh, sorry, 5 you had. I thought 3. I was like, what did you roll?
It's 4 with
And a
like
4 for that now.
because I rolled.
It's kind of taken by surprise, evidently, or it's like looking at the rocky formations. It's not very
Oh yeah.
concentrating on
We
the other
are
things.
like-
So, as we start the order of initiatives, no, what would you like to do? You have this massive creature that is. Oh, sorry, it actually has a turn of surprise. As he like.
You know, you throw. a light not torch
Yes.
at
So,
him. So
It was like
attracted and its attention focused by this source of light emerging first from the head of the tunnel and then falling directly in the center of this massive chamber. The creature rises to his 3 feet and and barrels towards you with his like teeth filled with mouth filled with teeth.
Filled with
I think that would be a good enough, description.
Yes.
So.
It kind of is.
Terrifying image.
like
the little mouth on it.
And it does get into melee range of all of 3.
It gets into morbid, right?
Hello everyone, welcome to our last episode of FableScape.
Enjoy. Pushing me forward. Be like this.
Because you're in front of me!
Sorry to say that the square is straight in front of you. Yes.
If I'm completely honest, Snow would be in front the whole time because she's really empty to find the creature, so
Okay, so you would have like attracted attention essentially.
yeah.
Okay, that's fine. I'll
Wait a second.
make
It's not an intentional thing, it's
Just
I'm
we're
in
behind front of it,
I've
okay.
been out in front.
Okay, so we definitely like get the brunt if you wish. But still like you would be surrounded by the others. Like this is a very big creature and it doesn't struggle to get in
creature?
contact with others. Yes, that What?
Can you see the
Creature,
cave?
can you
It's
shut
not
up?
cave.
So, the creature
big
itself is going to use, first of
not
all,
just a rock.
like you see these 2 tentacles, 3 tentacles that are on its back, and like 2 of them start whipping around, and then one against Snow and one would be against Davna. It is unlucky. It would be 19 for Snow and a 23 for Davna.
Oh no.
Yeah, girl,
You
yeah,
hit
hit.
Okay, so you are. Wait.
Oh no. No.
I die with by
Everything
1
is fine.
point because
You're so lucky that the die was cocked because it was an 8. Okay, it's much better for you. So, sorry, it is 6 bludgeoning damage plus other 6 piercing damage as like you both get struck by
It's the same thing.
you're right. My bad. It is 7 for the first one and 2 for the second one. So 7 bludgeoning and 2 piercing, and you're still not raging.
Oh,
So
sweet.
you're still
you're still not
Okay.
raging. So you do not, for this time, you do not.
so I get 12 total, right?
Yes.
6 and 6.
Yes, you get 12 total. You get, don't remember, 7 plus 2, 9 total.
Hitting a barbarian without them being able to half the damage must be of great
Yes, it's
satisfaction.
amazing.
Every time I hit my barbarian, it's just, well, actually, it's half of. I know.
But this time, no. Like that time I fucked the bar with the ice breath on the salamander.
I remember. So you, I was saying, this creature like comes barreling towards you, like breaking this rocky stalagmites and stalactites. This pass with these like massive tentacles whipping around and like grabs you and slams first into you. For a moment of like you get stunned backwards, and then it grabs with this like pincer style, almost like a plant. Looks like some sort of like manatee plant in the field almost. It has like covered in these small tiny little teeth that grab and sink into your flesh. I would like to have no, you're just grappled.
We just
So this creature like grapples you, and you feel like this is keeping you blocked in, and arises, and you feel like you're being hoisted up against your wheel from the ground and being risen up. Davna, the creature is going to see like a smaller snack and start moving towards its mouth.
I'm a snack for sure.
You're
but
lucky because that's a 9 to hit, which I believe misses.
Obviously. Dang.
And nothing happens. You're very lucky. So, like you see, and as you like starting to frankly move, you
I'm gonna bite it.
Yes, you see
You
the
wanna
creature,
eat me?
at the
Gonna
moment
eat you first.
and shakes you almost, but does not manage to bite you. So, Snow, you were grappled.
I am indeed. So, what's going to happen is that I am going to turn into my feral form, growling, and as fur grows on my body, I will screech, "See, Ida, think about your action before acting," and
Gonna stop
take my
crying.
5 temporary hit points.
Ida, Lady of Tempest, EPK inducer.
So this is kind of a gambit, but since we're in this position, I will do this. I will, with my free hand, as he hoists me up, grab a handful of multicolored dust and try to blow it in his face and cast color spray, which at the second level, so it's 8d10. I will roll 8d10, and if I roll higher than his max hit point, that is current hit points, he will be blind for a round. So 10 for 8d10, yeah. So
It's not damage.
17
Is if it rolls higher, it's like
Oh, okay. I thought damage. I was like,
second
what?
level, that would be a bit insane.
21. That's not going to cut it. That's not going to cut it. That's a 10, 16, 18, 21, 21, so 42. I don't
42
think that
total.
cuts it.
Unfortunately, it doesn't work.
No. All right.
But now he's sprinkly. Like,
yeah, it's
going
Now
better.
That's really clean.
I
Just your speed is 0, so you have all your abilities. Sorry?
so that's it.
Okay, so you just like try to blind this creature, but you see like these eyes are different like portions of the head, like at the very back essentially in the skull, and they are covered by this like bony protrusion, and you can manage to like chuck it in the correct way to hit both and apply the effect you want, but definitely good try. So this is now turn to Marie, which is going to calmly walk up next to Snow. For reference, I would move Snow and Davna closer to the back of the creature as they are grappled now.
Okay.
Perfect. So he's now closer to Ida, yes. And from there, he will look at you, Kiki, like, you were curious, remember, about my spell. And he, like,
Waves.
hi!
Hi.
And he says, like, he presents his staff forward and places a hand on the back of the handle and goes, I am Marie of the Shining Stars, and this, and like he brought up the hand over like the shining orb, and as he does, you see the orb start to glow intensely, and he drags the glow upwards creating almost the blade of scythe. And this is Maurice's mystical scythe. And he jumps forward and slices at the back of the creature and then cuts backwards, bringing it towards him to use the slicing end.
Watch him miss.
Sorry?
Watch him miss.
Yes, I live for this. No, actually, it's a very good roll. Unfortunate.
Show off.
A very good roll. And he goes for...
When you have up dexterity. He did that also.
That was not
Yeah.
bad.
He does.
So, like, he moves this like, you see the scythe almost phases as he hits the creature. He has a moment where it is evocated with this like magical substance, and it almost seems to see through. And as it strikes the creature, it disappears for a second and reappears inside of the flesh of the creature and cuts out. And as it does, for a moment you don't see it cut. And then, like a very sharp blade, you see the blood start to pour out. Almost as the meat itself didn't have the time to react to such a sharp cut through. But it does a lot of damage actually for the spell, and that would be his turn. So
That was nice.
The creature.
the creature is going to
Again?
Oh, they are those.
Surprise round.
Right.
the creature is going to take it does have you both grappled. and sees like the new threat in Mori and the movement he did. First of all, takes the two people that are grappled, Stavna and Snow, and like slams them on the ground from the back. So I would have a Constitution saving throw on both of you.
Why can I get not be enraged? Like, why?
Because you are the barbarian.
Yes, I mean, I'm very. Don't have like a reaction. Like, okay, I'm gonna wait, and then I'm gonna be mad. Okay.
The idea is that all this happens simultaneously. So you
It
have
happens so quickly that you don't.
exactly like it happens.
I don't
before you
want
can react.
reason.
Roll your fucking.
That sucks.
Nice.
Yes.
I told you.
You're fine.
Roll your fucking die. 19.
19. Okay. So as you
Good. Good.
coming,
What was that?
I was
you are very very lucky.
joking.
So first of all, the creature realizes needs to like free up its tentacles and like drops you down and slams you down, and you, Snow, are lucky because you miss by an inch a full and pointy stalagmite in front of you, and you only take nice 1 + 2, 3 points of bludgeoning damage. With no piercing damage added. You, Davna, take 4 + 2, 6 points of piercing damage. Bludgeoning damage, I'm sorry.
So then.
No, 4
Four?
+ 2, 6.
Ah, okay. I thought 4 + 6.
4 + 2,
Okay.
no?
No, okay.
And
No,
you added
not
the
with
fact.
four.
That's very nice for you. But he now has 3 hands, and such goes for Marie and tries to grab him. Oh fuck, it definitely does. And grabs him and now hoists him up like he's high above the body. You see Marie is like flailing down with on the front side.
He looks so cool.
Yeah,
Earlier.
For a second,
I'm sorry.
edgy enough with the site and the name of the spell. Like
It's like it's still there. It's just, you know,
the spirit is there. but-
complicated. Yeah. Cosmo, go for it. Kiki.
I will try to jump. I don't know, but try to slash the tentacle of the creature. That
It's
is.
Cosmo's first attack.
That's what I have in mind, but we have to see what those have in
You
mind.
attack the tentacle, correct?
Yes,
Okay.
that are grabbing down.
No,
That has been slammed down, so it's not.
The only one grabbed right now is like Marie.
Ah, shit. Well, I just
Okay.
try to hit the creature. So.
Okay. So,
My bestie tried to save me.
yeah. Make an attack roll.
Let's go.
That's fine. That's you.
3. 30.
The Albert has reach, right?
Sorry?
He has an Albert, he has reach, right?
Yes, but having the shield, I will allow him to keep the shield and use the halberd as a one-handed weapon, and such does not have reach.
Alright, so
With that move.
he has to get into he
Yes,
has to
no,
get
really.
in contact with reality. Is it alright? Do you want to be in another position or
No, it's alright.
alright?
Okay.
Oh, 15.
Sorry? 50 total. You hit. It's a big, large creature. The problem is mostly like piercing the hardened, leathery flesh it has. It's not as much as hitting. It's very easy.
Much damage
And
do you do with
Also, I will cast Divine Smite.
Nice. Paladins be like.
Yeah.
Or-
So, what they
So, 1d10
Yes.
Plus
2d8.
2d8, right?
plus 2d8.
2d8. For the divine smite.
Wait.
2d8 for a first level spell.
Yeah.
Yeah. For you.
Yes. 2d8.
So it's 2d8 plus 1d10 for the other.
Yes.
Yeah. So, 9
Nice.
plus 5.
And plus 5,
14.
14. Nice. Plus your strength, actually.
Plus
Your strength.
Oh, yeah, right.
Yeah.
So plus
Right,
3,
right.
so it's 16, correct? Very, very
17.
17.
What was it? Sorry?
17.
Plus 3.
14 plus, okay. 17. My bad.
like the song from Arena and the Diamond.
So, Cosmo, you like jump forward and lunge and like move your shield back to slam with both hands, and as you do, like you feel the crown get warmer on your forehead, and you slam down this like burst of divine energy as you strike the side of the creature, and it was a big blow, so you feel like
What the fuck was that, Cosmo? Cosmo cool all along.
and you feel like one of the grappling tentacles move towards it, like deflecting your shield. So everything's
Nobody
good.
can grab it down.
So,
Cosmo
I check the halberd.
Yeah.
I take the halberd with my trunk and say,
Cosmo just Yara goes, got it. Yeah, I will try and save the poor little guy that is Maurice.
Maurice.
Whatever.
let me call
Yeah,
that.
what's his name? Tell us. Mariana.
Yes. So he's up in the air and flailing about with the tentacle.
Yes, kind of.
So is this space free?
Yes, it
or-
is. Maybe
We're gonna, like-
backwards. It would be the back tentacle. So, it's fine. It works. It works. I like it.
I will
Kind of made it for that, but it works.
try to reach him.
I'm on top of the words.
I don't know if I can do this, but I would like to manifest my gecko. I can manifest it anywhere I want
Yes.
in 30 feet, 15 feet of me.
Okay. Is a place you need to see?
Yes.
Okay. Generally, you would have that.
Yeah, an unoccupied space you can see within 15
Okay.
feet.
Okay. Doesn't specify if it is in the air. So
No.
fine.
So can I try and summon it?
Just back,
Yeah, like
just beside him.
by the tentacle, so I can slash it.
Translate. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And while I'm doing that, I will say, I discovered that this is a spell too. And I will manifest my echo in.
This is your echo. It's not an echo, but it's fine.
It's fine.
Forgot that.
And I will try and evoke it
Slice
there.
that.
And it's like twice, one with the normal attack and the second one with the unleash incarnation, because I can do
Yes.
second attack.
Okay. So 2 attacks.
Yeah.
On that, go for it. Being a tentacle, which is currently flailing around, the DC is slightly higher.
Okay.
But
That's fine. That the first was sorry, 12, and the second one is a 20.
okay, the first one misses, the second one hits. So if you like manifest your echo, the first attack, like you see, as you're not still used to this, so you cannot pinpoint precisely the location where the echo will be. So as you manifest it and slice, you're a bit further away. But the second attack, as you vault forward, is managed to connect to go for damage.
That's 5.
5 damage. Okay.
Yes.
You nick. Just a second. Like you nick the thing. You realize that the skin of this creature is pretty tough and like manages to absorb much of the impact, but you still see like this vibration, like greenish. You almost have like this shifting nature to it. Ichor that starts flowing from the wound. And then that like lands beside behind.
I don't think it has to land.
My question is affected by gravity.
It's an object, but it doesn't specify. But I can make it move in any direction, even upwards. Yeah, it's any direction.
Usually when it says any direction, I think it
Yeah.
means on the ground.
Like,
It would have a flying speed.
That's the point, yes.
Okay.
I like to imagine the echo just like.
Draw.
I know it's like walking, but like
Midair.
like I don't know, in the air, like
Like a bug
in
in
the
the
air.
I can do the thing, the stair.
Yes.
And that's my turn.
Okay, that's very nice. So,
Sorry.
It's fine. Ida and then no.
Oh, thank
Yeah,
you.
why did you cast
forgot.
like Thunder Wave? Maybe
First of
put
all,
your.
I'm bald.
Wait until she learns lightning.
That's gonna be fun.
She has to try every spell.
Every risk is a
Absolutely.
calculated risk.
Yeah.
Has anybody died yet? No. So,
Well,
well,
kinda.
Come close to it.
I'm gonna try to have you experience a character moment in this fight. My characters are expandable.
well, first of all, I'm bawling my eyes out. And then I think, okay. So, none of the things that I do from afar help. So I can see his tongue sticking out. I'm gonna.
Okay.
Yes.
Grab the tongue.
And
I
I'm
like
gonna
that.
cast inflict wounds.
Amazing.
That's great, actually.
Go for it. I would say make an attack roll.
Yeah.
And once again, the DC will be
What?
slightly higher because of you're targeting a specific
Nothing.
body.
It's definitely no.
So like go to grab the tongue and like for a second you got it, but then you realize it's so slimy and so like covered by this like goop. And you realize this is probably the source of the smell because as you're like in front of the face of the thing, it is full. You just slide off and you fail the moment to cast your spell.
I think that well, this is a dumb idea, playing wise, but I think that is at this point we'll just bail out.
Okay. Go for it.
She's just gonna use her movement to,
Okay.
and she's gonna take
Are
it.
going to get an opportunity
I am
attack.
gonna take it. It's fine. It's fair. If it's gonna be a failure,
It is a 14 to hit.
well, of course.
It does, unfortunately. So, it is a bite. You were straight in front of the creature.
Yeah, fair
You
enough.
like try to turn, trying to get a moment of distraction,
Yeah.
but she's like, and closes massive multi-teeth jaws straight in on your ass. So you take
Eating ass is the new wave.
11 piercing damage.
Yeah, sure.
Also, I need a
That's the new
Constitution
way
saving
to
throw.
eat ass.
Then, Constitution saving throw?
Well, it's a failure.
That is massive.
I told you, if you're gonna
I
fail, better
love
fail
it.
really hard.
So, as like this bite closes, you feel like this slime and saliva covered teeth sink in your flesh, and as they do, they burn like bastards. You feel something is like slipping in your.
You got poison ass.
What I meant is,
Okay.
you feel this poison almost enter, course through your veins and body. Your maximum hit points are decreased by 5.
Sure.
Yes. And that's it for now.
Okay.
So,
For now.
Yes, that was the opportunity, but you managed to move away.
Great.
Nice.
I'm
Wizards
just trying
create
to
more sentinel monsters, but yes. Obviously. So,
That would be terrifying.
Yeah.
Governor. That's not
Yeah.
That would be terrifying.
Imagine if now the bad creature shows up and it's
Yeah.
even
Okay.
Don't give
more
him ideas.
powerful than
Please
ever.
don't give him ideas.
So,
Okay. So, in the moment that thing, that tentacle grabbed me,
yes.
I absolutely lost my shit. I was like,
Super Saiyan Governor.
yes, that's like the vibe I'm going for. Like, I open my eye, totally white,
Yes.
and the scar, everything is glowing,
Exploding. Okay.
exploding, absolutely, and I'm like, so I have like,
Foaming in your
yes,
Yes.
and where am I now? Like, I've been,
It's moment time.
but so I'm here alive. right now,
Yes.
more or less. Okay.
Yes, you are.
And I'm already standing.
You are doing.
Yes, actually.
Okay. Okay, so
Yes, because you see it, so you're fine.
okay, so
Standing.
I'm standing and I
Like,
really
slam down,
not
manage to keep
thinking
your feet.
at all. So I'm gonna try with my flail.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to
Flail.
my flail. Gonna play like
flail.
I'm gonna try like how can I try
Wait.
jump and hit him in the head?
Sure.
Can I?
Yes.
Okay, because it's really
Actually,
tall.
the head is lower, like it is
Okay.
hunched over almost as a form. So, yes.
And I try to. I want to get on top of him actually and try to like get him on the neck and try to.
Sure. Make an acrobatics check.
Let's go.
Can I try to help her by giving her my shield?
Where it goes
Like a
acrobat.
platform or
I thought like before saying this, I thought I'm gonna jump on his shield and then.
I would say you would be spending your reaction.
okay.
Do it.
It's always acrobatic, never athletic. I don't know what to say about that.
Very much so acrobatic.
You think you can do it alone, or do you need?
Okay, it's fine.
Go for it.
I mean,
Go.
I lost
Go
like
for
a
it.
half.
Go.
No, it's definitely not fine at all. It's a 6.
It's a 6. So you like at this moment of hesitation and decide to jump over the creature, and you see like you look around yourself, you see like the stalagmites, but you don't feel they will probably be able to hold your weight. So you like see Cosmo, which is holding his shield out, and you like jump on the shield and like kick from the shield to lunge forward, but Cosmo is not making like resistance in that moment, and like gives way, and you essentially like fall down, take your bag. You are prone.
But can I say, like, can I try to kick
Try
the
to roll
foot?
over.
Like,
Yeah, sure.
ah,
From prone.
you'll be okay. So what do I have to do?
It's
I
madness.
love that this party can just like I attack the creature.
I love it. It's not
That's
as honest.
okay. It's so creative. It's cinematic. Like picturing it.
It will work very well at higher levels. Right now, yeah. Go for it.
19.
You know we're all
But I
gays,
don't
so
remember.
all extra.
Plus,
Things.
plus a lot.
Plus,
Plus a lot.
5, I think.
Yes, of course. I was asking if you were reckless.
Oh, yes, I forgot. Yes. Yes.
Okay, so roll
Roll
again.
again.
But
I get a 20.
that,
Maybe.
Roll a 10.
The-
10.
So 24 or something.
yes.
You took it. Incredible, eh?
I'm gonna do pedicure on this beach.
Nice. Roll damage.
Yeah. Not working.
It's like fall onto your back, and at a moment like
That's not true. Yeah.
but you like channel the inner rage and embarrassment at this failure and like slam your thing and like you miss Cosmo by an
7.
inch.
Plus.
Not bad.
Plus,
+3, +2.
Five.
Just short.
plus 5. Yes.
Very, very nice.
12.
12.
Wolf.
So you like channel all your toughen up being and slam this massive steel ball on the foot of the creature, and you see it sink in for a second. It's stuck there, and you grab it out, and you see like it screeches and like carves through the like part of the keratin of the large toes, the 3-pronged toes of this creature, and you feel like you've done a pretty big hit.
Good job.
Good for you? Yes, you got a very rage. So, that was nice. Snow. Back on blah, blah, blah.
You know what?
Yeah.
I'm gonna attempt a risky maneuver because it's not fun if you don't risk your character dying
Go.
in every turn. So
Yeah, stone spray.
I will go and use my bonus action to get into my blade song, and I will take a step back. He's engaging from him.
Okay.
and taking this attack of opportunity.
You just use the attack of opportunity on Ida.
Yes, but it's the top of the turn, so it's no, yeah, it gets it back on his turn. Oh, so I don't.
You're
Go
welcome.
back, awaiting your attack of opportunity, and nothing happens.
Right,
You're very intent on Ida.
changes everything. No, my train of thought was I wanted to save the poor little mage from an attack of opportunity, but it is before, so alright, great.
Yes.
And I will run under him.
Nice. Like you slide under.
Yeah, slide under him and cast Booming Blade.
Okay.
Right, the blade.
Once again, make an acrobatics checks, but lower DC use of very.
Yeah, and I also have advantage because I'm blade singing.
Very nice.
Roll
So,
again, just to see if it's.
That's
insane. I would say that you get the crit on the attack for that because that was insane. The crit on the attack.
Oh,
that was insane.
really?
So yes,
If I hit.
if I hit, of course. If you hit.
Alright, so
Go
I
for the third one. Let's go.
Go.
it's 11 plus 4, that's a 15.
Okay, yes, you hit.
And it's
I will say double damage because you like managed to strike something vital beneath this creature, and as you like slide down, you run, slide down, and take out your cane and like jump it upwards and slide, and you open as you feel like this leaks and gross oily stuff.
I will try
fall
to
behind you.
like make a full run to the other side.
Okay, so you emerge essentially behind that now.
Yeah, I drive it in and drag the blade behind me.
No, on the other side. On the
Oh,
other side. The other side.
Okay.
No.
Yes, there. Sorry. 4 damage. Amazing. That's what we like.
Don't you have
No, because it's a booming blade, so it's just
double damage.
I think. Yeah, but I rolled a 1 and a 3, so yeah. I mean, wait, I have a doubt about booming blade. Do I add my dexterity modifier to it, or is it?
I think
I have no idea.
Sorry, I'm blanking.
Don't worry.
Don't worry.
While you check,
Yeah.
next up,
Yeah, that's. Oh no! Right. So it's 6. It's 6 damage.
amazing. Could have been worse. Could have been 5. So,
Le Poker.
it's Body's turn. He will. He
Whose
will.
turn is it?
Mori.
Ah.
In the meanwhile,
Yeah, he's kind of in a bad spot, but he will try to break free. Oh yes. Oh,
While
yes,
waving
definitely.
at a creature.
Like he manages to turn himself, like he's being held essentially upwards, but he manages to turn himself downwards and slash at the tentacle, at the grabby thing with the scythe. And while it doesn't like cut through, it does manage to damage it enough that he like managed to slip by and lands on the back of the creature for a second, and then like just throws himself downwards and lands next to the echo. That was awful.
but the spell was amazing.
Thanks.
And I wave at him with my echo.
Makes sense. Doesn't have anything as bonus action, so it will like stay there and get into his fighting sense. But now it is Cosmos' turn, and now it is.
I will.
Later, it's fine.
I will just try to do the same.
Isn't the creature's turn? Sorry for
You're
calling.
right. Sorry, Cosmo. It's not your turn.
but we gotta
But-
die some way.
Ida is very much out of the question for the moment. The creature is going to focus on you, Cosmo. It's just straight in front. It is going to attempt to bite you.
Give it 50 damage.
No, it is a 22 to hit.
Well, it's
Leave it hits, and then it does. Oops. Oof. Oof.
he rolled the 22.
That sucks.
You don't have 15. It's
I
alright.
know.
That is 19 damage. Bludgeoning.
19.
Yeah.
Yeah, 18.
Piercing damage. Sorry.
Yeah, 18.
Yeah.
It's 16 plus 2. Yeah, 18.
Yeah, that's what 22 anyway. So you take 19 piercing damage, so max roll.
Oh,
2d8, roll the 19 plus 3, roll the 19. So 16 plus 3.
Okay.
It's pretty insane. And you, and I need a constitution saving throw from you.
Fuck.
Well,
His face.
Come on, big guy. Come on.
Yeah.
I'm gonna save you. If you go down, I'm gonna save you. Don't you?
That kind of
D20,
sucks.
right?
Well, I
Yeah.
can do it already.
14.
Just makes it. So you like, just makes it.
Okay.
Well.
Feel as well, like as you have a moment of like Davna pushing back your shield, the creature tries to like focus on Ida, but searches new target and you're straight in front of it. So it like snaps at you with his massive jaw, like bites at you, and it grabs you like from part of the shoulder and tears out, and you feel like the screeching of the metal that bends and buckles, and the shards of the metal itself like pierce your flesh in the torso. It is awful, and it's gonna be a hell of a pain to fix, but you manage like to feel this disease almost coming to contact with your flesh and blood, but you manage to like shrug it off and clean yourself out before you can progress further. So,
Oh, we.
sorry.
Ouch.
Ouchie.
Ouchie.
Yeah. And we
That
haven't
hurt.
met the creature yet.
That
That's
hurt.
weird.
So now it is going to once again lash out with the tentacles and get Davna and Kiki.
Okay.
A great total of, so it's a 2 on Davna, 2 plus staff I think it misses, and Kiki it is a 12 plus
It
staff.
misses because I'm still crawling.
Yes. Oh, you're still on the ground actually. That would matter because it has advantage.
Oh God! Why did
It's
I?
a 3, so you're very lucky. But it is a 16 against you. No, sorry.
That's my
an 18 against you.
That's more than
Yes. So you are now grappled by the tentacle yourself, like grabs you, and you feel once again. Oh, sorry. The
So now the echo is just flying. Or...
The echo actually flies. I looked for it,
Amazing.
and Crawford said that I could move it in any direction.
I DM'd Crawford on
Yeah.
flying.
So I have you take 6 bludgeoning and 5 piercing damage.
How much is it? Sorry.
6 bludgeoning and 5 piercing,
Okay.
11 total.
Genius.
That's genius.
Genius.
Thank you. I forgot mine. So it's very useful.
Okay.
And you're grappled by the creature, so now you are flailing up in your Exactly.
What a ride for everyone!
Indeed. But it's attack for the turn, so it is now Kiki's turn. And
It wasn't mine. So.
Why are you still here? Come on!
Cosmo's turn, then Kiki. You both stuck with K, I read wrong.
Well, I just try to hit the creature without the device might. Actually.
Yes.
So it's just.
Defense spike? Sorry.
Can he? It's before the glass.
Sure.
Right behind. Yeah. Thank you.
The defense might you apply when you hit, so you can choose whether to use it when you hit. It's very strong for
Okay,
that. Like, you don't have to
I-
declare it forward. You don't
I
risk
know.
to miss
Okay.
it, essentially.
Yeah.
So, go.
So- Well, I don't think it hits. It just 11.
11.
It's not
So?
8 plus 5.
Fine.
30.
Well, right. So it's
30. It
30.
doesn't hit.
well. Sad. I just tried.
Unfortunately. So, like, once again, you try to swipe, but this is so, like, as you raise your arm and flex the muscle, you feel it like a burst of pain in your shoulder and almost lose control of the arm for a second, and the attack was wildly out of target.
So I will just try to step back. But I don't think.
Take an attack opportunity. I'm
well,
not sure you want.
so I just try to stay there with my shield
Okay.
in front of me.
You tower up.
Yeah.
You turtle back. So, mhm,
The chef snack.
indeed.
Oh, right.
The
Actually,
chef snack. We have me and you. We have.
You have
You gave
pancakes.
us a chef snack.
You can
Right.
eat it as a bonus action and get 2 temporary hit points.
Yeah.
Better
It's
than
not
nothing.
much, but it's honest work.
Yeah.
It ain't
That's
much,
right.
but it's almost worth it.
And it will almost never get better. A maximum of 5 hit points.
Well,
Need to save our
Level
ass.
3.
No, I just stay there.
you don't need it.
I don't need it now.
It's free. You can do it.
I know, but I won't.
Amazing. So,
I don't care if it's free. I don't want any gluten.
Kiki,
So I'm grappled,
Ida,
right?
get ready.
I am grappled.
You
On
are
the way.
grappled. Yes.
I will spend 15 feet of my movement to first move the echo downwards so it
Yes.
touches the ground, and spend 15 feet of my movement to magically swap place with it.
Nice.
Yay.
That's a...
Yeah.
So you almost like for a second you see the form of
major.
Kiki start to waver and shimmer, and then it vanishes entirely and replaced by the dark shadow, and the dark shadow itself starts to get colored, almost like an old
It's like-
film movie, and you feel like it colored and start to move in its own free will, and Kiki appears there.
It,
Okay.
it's
My
like
turn, bitch.
it's like Naruto's
Yeah.
swap.
The swap with the wood thing.
Yeah.
My turn, bitch. And I will try and attack it twice using my action surge.
Very nice. Go for it.
Yeah.
Action surge is beach.
Yeah.
Actually, I will
Action
attack it
surgery.
3 times.
Yeah, because you have a
Yes, for the echo.
Awesome.
No, the bonus action was.
I don't have a bonus action because I used it to teleport.
I thought it was just... Alright.
15 feet of it would be a bit.
Yeah, I was like...
a bit much. Bonus action and 15 feet of movement, but whenever I attack on my turn,
Yes.
I can make one additional attack from the echo's position.
Yeah. Very nice. Go for
So I
it.
could make it actually 4 attacks.
Yes, because you have 2 attacks for with action. So
Then I will do that.
go for it.
The
Blade
first
storm
is,
coming from
oh, do
Hades.
I have advantage with cause?
For the grapple, for the flanking, you would have advantage actually. Yes.
The Echo Knight.
Another friend.
Ooh,
I'm sorry.
Natural 20.
I rolled a 19 and then a natural 20 for the first attack.
That's not bad.
The Echo Knight kind of bugs up the actual economy.
Yes. Definitely. It's the whole point.
The second is a 20, 30, 20.
Yes, both hit. So one crit.
The third is 23,
Million
Something.
hits.
and the third, what is the fourth one is 15.
15 just hits.
Okay, so all
Oh,
four
sorry,
hits. All 4 hits, and the first one was a crit.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
So you roll 5 times damage essentially.
All right, so it's 5d8, and I
Oh,
speed it up.
Econite be like
Uh,
lots of dice.
okay. That's 5, 9 plus 16 is 25 plus 1, 2, 3
Twice.
plus no, it's
Oh, it's all
all-
times, yes.
Yeah, so plus 15, 40 damage.
Or you have plus 5.
No, I have plus 3, but it's
4 times. Because one is crit.
4 attacks, right?
Okay.
So plus 12.
Yes.
So 30.
30%. Definitely not bad. But that was a blade storm. Like you have a moment of like, okay,
My
and
turn.
you like start to dance and like duck under one of the tentacles and slam upwards and almost cut it clean through as was already damaged by Marie. And then you see the echo is replicating the exact same movement but like held aloof in the air and start to slice and cut down, and it like leaves through this large gashes on the back of the creature, and like for a second it like lurches back on the 2 front feet and tries to slam you back with the third one but misses and like slams back on the foot like, and you feel like this is now getting very very dicey for it.
Kiki the Butcher. Like,
Kinda.
I'm really afraid now.
of Kiki.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
That's it.
I assume. Ida,
Hold up.
Here,
Okay,
everyone.
first of all,
go for it.
Yeah,
No regrets.
yeah, exactly.
Run away.
First of all,
Oh,
um,
You can see called with the white flag.
first of all,
Like we Koyola.
I'm
So emotional.
going to cast Healing Word to you.
Oh, really?
So
Thank you.
Cleric doing the
Is that true regret I'm feeling over there?
that is not regret.
Cleric being a cleric?
That's a
What's going on?
Player being
5th edition?
7 points of damages that you
Did I recover?
and I just realized that it's just a bonus action, which is
Yes, so you can use nothing actually.
yeah.
If the spell is a bonus action,
No.
The
You
action-
can use a cantrip as an action
Yeah.
and a spell as a bonus action.
Yeah. You can do 2 spells per turn, but one has to be a cantrip
Yes.
and one has to be
So
left.
now it has to be a cantrip,
Yeah.
which is
Mage
not
hand.
great because I got nothing.
Mage hand on the beat, like
Yeah.
I literally have nothing.
I mirrored you.
no action.
That's not
can
An
do.
echo.
Oh, yeah.
a
Nothing
little
that
bit
is
lacking
no.
on serotonin and
Don't
shit.
have like
Giving you money.
sticker flame.
No, I don't.
You don't have any.
Nothing that's
punch it.
useful.
Punch it.
Have you seen where she is?
Oh,
Like she doesn't want to hit it.
Throw your holy symbol.
Yeah,
This bitch empty.
yeah. I don't know. I what? I mean, again, I want to do anything. I guess.
It is suppressed.
Yeah, she's gonna crouch. That's what she's gonna do. She's gonna
gonna
get
cry.
herself prone.
Okay.
She's gonna just crouching, not just crouching, just like
She's gonna get
and
a couple of squats.
and she's gonna and she's
Working
just
out.
gonna cry.
Charging up.
Exactly. I'm buffing.
That's it.
Oh, thank you, Lena.
So,
Yeah,
done.
she's crying.
Okay.
Oh, full on.
My last turn I forgot,
But
but
not
when
that
I
one.
enter rage, I have a wild surge, so I have to roll for my effect to see which effect is today. Oh, it's the same as the other time.
You can teleport.
I can teleport, but I wanted to try it. I mean, I have paid kind of.
You'll have,
It's-
you'll have plenty on occasion.
Yeah.
This fight, teleporting is actually very nice.
Okay,
Yes.
so I can teleport up to 30 feet.
Oh, that is very
Yeah. Nice. Then I'm still crawling like on this beach in the big time. I'm gonna.
Down in the ground, a little story.
Is this still like a first attack? I always forget. Can I reckless attack? Or because it's if I've already attacked it. Can I reckless attack?
You can reckless attack
Every
any
time.
of-
It must be my first attack of
Yes.
that turn.
Yeah,
All attacks
all
must be
attack. Yeah,
reckless.
all attacks on your turn when you activate reckless attack.
Indeed.
For that whole turn, your attacks are
Must
with
be
attack.
branches.
Okay. And I'm gonna try again with the flail, but like I'm trying to get it in his mouth, like what?
Nice.
Sorry.
Slam it in the teeth.
Yes.
Go for it.
So. No.
Reckless, you're with
Yeah,
advantage.
go again. Okay.
Okay. Okay. 16 plus
Stuff.
stuff.
Kind of
Yes.
hits.
Okay. So d8.
Go for it.
Okay. 7
Nice.
plus 5. Still so old.
Not bad.
Nice.
Math. Good. Okay, so you get and slam it in the
I'm gonna crush all these things.
yeah, and most of the teeth, not most, but like a lot of the teeth, especially in the inner portion, you see it has different rows of teeth, and like those of the inner portion especially like crack and start like wildly thrashing about with the front of the head, and you feel like this whole teeth like get sprayed out, mixed with blood from the mouth. It was a very big hit.
Nothing.
Nothing. Okay. So,
Correct. How is Cosmo looking?
Good.
Well, and
Amazing.
what do you mean?
Are you really bloodied, or has the healing word healed you enough?
Well, it worked, but don't.
Helped, but
Yeah, but don't
Don't worry about
me.
Right.
Thank you.
Oh, don't worry about me.
Let's go.
his last
Secret royal sword work. Booming blade.
That takes
Oh,
away
yeah.
from crying just in confusion.
Unlimited words.
Do I get advantage because of?
Sì, lo faccio io.
Come on.
You're actually like probably the only person who
Yeah, you're
get
the only
advantage.
one.
But yeah.
You don't have
Is,
to.
no, wait. Before I do this, is Mori in melee with him?
Yes.
But he wants to be in melee from what I saw.
Yes.
Alright, so I want to make a secret move.
Run away.
So yeah, that's 50.
The wise samurais.
50.
15 hits.
Nice.
Boom that blade.
Yeah, and that's 7 damage.
So like,
And then I will look at him and look at one tentacle that is writhing next to me and bite down on it.
go.
This must be really tasty.
Oh, that's another 15.
That's
Not
not
15.
high.
Any hits?
Two
He's a-
piercing damage.
Two piercing damage. That's nice. Death by 1,000 cats. Kind of picture. You like have exactly, and then you're like, oh fuck it, and like bite at it and take a nice chunk out of the back tentacle that almost it's almost giving way. Now it's Mori's turn, which no, he's kind of fine. He like whips back the scythe and like slashes back down. And once again, you see like this phase effect as he hits. It's a natural one though, so it's not gonna help. Like he phases too much and it doesn't connect.
It's in the wrong dimension.
Yeah,
Very,
like pops with just a head on the creature, but unfortunately, there's no damage. But like once he seems frustrated and like starts to like it's not working.
You're so uncool.
Go fuck yourself, alright? But is going to be now its turn. So, the creature, first of all, has something very uncomfortable on itself, so it's going to like slam down the echo. Yeah, it's a natural 18, so I guess
It has one hit.
I know, so it just slam down and you like shatter in
It's going
a
very
shadow almost.
Okay.
Is he surprised?
Then it's going to use both
It's
its
the first
attacks.
time that the echo actually took any damage since I saw it. So yes,
Yes.
it is quite.
Fuck! It broke!
Oh no! Oh no! 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 No!
It's going to attack. I'm rolling dice to decide who he attacks. The first one is going to be Snow, and the second one is Kiki.
Oh, yeah.
So
Not the one that.
it is natural 20 on Snow. And it's a natural 20 on Kiki. I'm not kidding. You have it like
way.
there. I know for sure.
Alright, like go.
It's insane.
I hope so too.
Double natural 20 twice in this fucking battle. What is going to happen?
Go.
Go.
So
Do it.
Tell me
this
what
sucks. Where are my d8s?
No, we just turn around.
No, it's
No, it's
tentacle.
really
Our tentacle.
I'm coming. So,
Oh,
Alright.
okay.
I'm a bit worried about
It's
you.
doubled actually. I rolled 3 2s and a 3 on Snow, so it's 9 damage plus 3, 12.
Alright.
Okay.
Are you down?
Really? I'm surprised. This is, oh, it's already high. Oh, it's very high. I'm sorry, math is very hard. 22 damage on both combined on, no, sorry, it's 24 damage.
24.
24 damage combined on you.
I'm still out.
You're still out. That is a lot.
I leave the bench.
And you both are grappled and held high. And as you do, like as this transpires, you hear like
No. Please no.
you hear a faint sound coming from the inside of the tunnel, and from like a recess behind comes out the creature, and you either see it first and like notice the beady red eyes,
Knew
and
it.
it's like opening the
fucking knew
eyes
it.
wide and run forward, and like try to move out of the way, and he just slips through. And
It's Morbid time.
and through, it keeps going.
It keeps going.
And keeps going and moves in contact with the creature, jumps up and slams both his talons in the head of the creature.
What the fuck?
The that. I
One
didn't
misses, but the
expect.
other one hits.
That is what I call a twist.
Oh no, sorry, one missed. That's stupid. Okay.
Okay.
It's very low damage, unfortunately. Okay, so he like jumps up and slices the creature. You see like the open and wounded arm, and he like tries to move that, but he fails the movement and doesn't connect. But the other one like sinks deep and grabs like the head from the skull and sinks the talons inside and like squeezes downward. And the creature is now on top of it. It's fine. And it's like biting down with this very angry greenness. So, Cosmo.
Won't it try to eat some of us?
Sorry,
Won't it try to eat some of us?
the creature.
Yeah.
Well, no.
No, it took
I
both
just-
tentacles attack and bite attack on the previous turn, so I thought the...
No, the first one was to slam down.
Ah,
the-
right.
Yes, 3 attacks: the bite, the tentacle, and the slam.
Alright.
So slam and 2 tentacles.
Nice.
It slammed the
Yeah, it's
my,
right.
my
Might of
copy is
existence.
unexistent.
Right.
First of all, Cosmo looks at the bat creature and what the hell? Then he tries to attack the second creature.
The second bat.
I hope not. It's
The tentacle wrapped and
You were have a,
You have advantage, I guess, because you are flanking.
You're playing.
well,
we use it
24.
well.
And I will.
Ah, you miss, sorry. Yeah, the
It
moment.
was
sounds
just a second.
And
10
yeah.
plus his strength.
So it's 8
Yes.
damage.
On the creature, very nice.
Right.
You want
Right.
anything
It
with
is
your opponent's
barely standing.
I wanted to cure somebody, but I.
Also cure yourself.
Well,
I think it's an action though, unless
Yeah.
you use
It is nice.
the cantrip. Sorry, the first
No,
level
no.
spell.
uh,
Oh, that is-
can I cast Divine Smite now? The creature? Ah, no.
Should have
Okay.
told me before.
Okay. Well. So I try to heal myself with for wounds.
Your wounds is an action.
It's an
Ah,
action
it's
as
an
well.
action,
You even
right.
have healing word.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
a bonus action.
That's
I don't have it,
I don't think he has it. Please prepare it.
so adjust.
That's it.
Yeah,
Tarkov.
that's it.
So, Kiki.
It's my turn?
It is your
Okay. Oh.
Your last words, please.
How bad is
Points
this
for
creature?
curiosity.
What?
How many hit points for curiosity?
2.
2 hit points.
Yeah.
And 1.
What?
Nice!
How bloody is the creature?
Melody.
Very bloody.
Really
Like,
bloody.
mostly, it's not a bloody, like you see that the creature, the physiology is weird. It's almost like half plant and half creature, like from the tentacles and stuff. But you feel like you see this like kind of shivering, and the feet and this like massive and column size feet are struggling to find purchase, and he like starts to shift and struggle to stay upwards.
This is gonna be. Anyway. Fuck it. I have an 8 in wisdom, I will do it. I will attack twice instead of healing myself.
Go for it.
With my action and bonus action. And it. Do I still have advantage?
Sorry.
You are?
Yes, you have advantage. Cosmo. So this is
The
fine.
first one is dirty 20, and the second one is 14.
It just hits, and it has 4 hit points, so I assume you can kill it. So how do you want to do this?
Man.
Okay. Looking up at the other creature, and Jig is like, fuck. Okay. One at a time, and I will try and jump up, cut the back tentacle with my with the first attack, and then slam down and try to rip the back leg.
A new one. You
Open.
want to rip a new one.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
I want to make it
Precise.
a leg.
So like you have a moment like you step up, twist on, and you slash the last like essentially just the bone that is keeping connected, the back tentacle, and it like falls like slams down, and you like get from the other side, spin on yourself, and with the momentum slash downwards, and then grab, slash, and rip with your body weight as this creature that you see, and then is essentially dragged down by your weight on it. Very nice, very nice.
That's it.
As this transpires, the creature jumps back and using the creature as a step, essentially pushes himself back and lands here. Fuck! And just looks at you for a second.
Okay. It didn't kill us on the first try. So we
Do we feel like it's
I was still in combat.
Well, unless you wish otherwise, you're still in combat.
with this creature.
Like, tell me how you would respond.
Do you understand us? I'm gonna try to talk to that.
I want
Do you
to-
understand us?
Okay, so you drop the order of initiative.
I'm going to keep my.
Okay, action ready essentially. And you feel the creature, like the creature itself. Sorry.
Can I heal kick you real quick?
If you come closer, maybe with all of us, we're fighting.
Well, no, technically still, still I can do it from here. Don't worry, thank you for...
But as you
It's fine.
it helps.
Not bad.
Like you see, the creature itself is bloodied, and especially has like this large gash wound all from like the right side of the torso, completely almost carved out by sharp teeth, and it is like standing bloodied, and all this the right side is very damaged, and it's still like looking at you.
I'm gonna try it one last time. And then I'm gonna hit it.
I'm gonna
Do
cast comprehend language.
You understand us in any way? Yes. He said yes. Did he? He said
Why
yes.
did you help us? Did you help us?
You help me?
And he like gestures to the wound.
Oh shit.
Uh,
He wants our help.
I think it's.
What should we do?
I don't know.
It thinks. I got it. Now it's creeping me out. Now shut up for a second. I'm trying to.
That was brutal.
What?
Sorry. Would you like to cast comprehend languages still?
No, if it's answered
Kinda looks like it. Yes, it works. So.
some form of common.
Yes. When it speaks, you see like the gut hole and the throat part start like almost shift and quiver, almost like he's struggling to form the words, but it still manages to come out as something understandable common most of the time.
Where are you, human?
He's nice.
Okay, then you can stay here and die.
What?
Oh,
what?
no.
What? Do you have a purpose?
What? They absolutely have a purpose. What kind
Who are you?
of... He just screams from the other side of the cave.
Who are you?
Bob?
My name is Alfred.
No, there was something I wanted to ask and I forgot it. What?
What?
I can help you, but I don't trust you. Well,
I imagine you killed Nihilir. Was she an elf?
Join that, please.
The elf because she was cutting you open.
Make a persuasion check.
I'm not good at this. That's a 7.
You feel like there is still this strong mistrust.
I don't. This is not a question I should ask. It requires trust. I am simply giving you an out for killing a person who was not trying to harm you.
She was tired of me.
She thought you were dead.
She helped me open.
Okay.
I will-
How old are you?
What the fuck?
Like, was he here in the battle of...
How tall are you?
You have a just make an insight check.
Okay, didn't need to check it. Anything to check. 5.
Five. Okay, so you notice like has a moment of reserve, but you can't really feel like you don't really receive an answer for that.
I will.
Oh, sorry.
No.
There's no like slant against the rock after asking her question and pulls out a twisted like vine and keeps it in her hand, keeping her slightly unfocused eyes on the creature.
Here.
I will try to speak to the creature and say, I can heal you, but I have to come closer. It's okay?
As you like attempt to step, like you see him intentionally, but then like he stays there, like he doesn't answer, but doesn't move away. Like he seems to have like the eyes, beady eyes, like steadily intent with you.
It's 6 versus 1, so it's not good for you to attack me. It's okay? And I try to come closer.
Make a persuasion check. No, I'm kidding. It's fine.
I'm right, honestly. I'm
yes.
not trying to...
Yes, you do manage to come closer to the creature, and once again, every step is met with a moment of retraction, but at the end, you manage to come close enough to touch
I will cast Cure Wounds on him.
Okay.
On it.
it for now. So,
Wow.
as
Where
you
would you go?
move closer, the strongest reaction is when you put your hand out, but he like,
It's
and you cast Cure Wounds. So roll.
So it's 6.
6
No, it's
charisma.
it's 7.
No, it's your
It's
charisma
charisma.
modifier.
Ah, sorry. Yeah, so it's 6.
Just, no, it's +2.
Ah, right.
So it's 2?
Sorry. It's
Okay.
5.
Total of 5. Okay. And
Then I step back.
okay, like you feel the consistency of the skin of this creature, which is like it's very weird. It is it has like this watery sheen to the top of the skin, almost like it's extremely sweaty. But you feel like something like natural is part of the skin, of the moisture of the skin, and it's very slick. Like it's completely has no hair, nothing. Like it's just the black itself, dark gray essentially in the coloration, and like as you touch, you feel it's extremely hot. Like it's almost like it's feverish at this moment. And as you cast your spell, you feel for a second it has like this moment of relaxation as the healing aspect comes in contact with his body, and then you retract. And
That was from before.
Didn't know. God. Damaged. Escaped.
Do you remember what happened before? Do you remember meeting us? Why were you fighting back then?
make a persuasion check. Yeah.
While all this is
Like so you're fighting his will essentially. It's very forward.
I'm getting better.
I mean you no harm.
You mean no harm?
You no harm.
Do you mean someone harm?
And like Mori comes at this point, like comes up, and you see the blade disappear. It's like, oh, shit.
Welcome back.
Still waiting.
We're talking to the non-dead creature who actually talks back, even if it's a humanoid, not human at all, with wings, and it's almost like a bat. You know that thing that escaped?
Yes.
And we tried to kill before, but now it's alive.
I don't understand.
Me neither.
While all this is happening, can I move always with Unfalch now pointed at the creature, but move closer to Snow
Sure.
and her the healing salve that I have.
And sorry?
Hand her
The healing salve, yes.
that I have. I don't know if it's right. Yeah, I think I am.
You see the creature like eye the jar, but still like keep his distance with you.
I would like to keep as distant as I can from the creature. I don't want to.
Like it itself is in a position where you sense like it could escape very easily. Like it has all the upwards space it needs to like push himself upwards and go through the end of the tunnel, but still it is in a very like defensive stance at the moment, even though you helped it. So
Thank you, you're way too kind. Given the circumstances, I will accept this and pay you back.
Nothing worried about it.
And I will apply the healing salve.
okay, yes.
How much is it?
I think 2d6.
1d8.
No, 1d8? Okay, I'm sorry. Whatever I said, completely don't remember.
So,
Just search healing salve.
healing salve. I didn't write it down.
It's fine, don't worry.
Sorry.
No problem.
I think it was 1d8, and it was an action to use.
He will tell you immediately.
But I don't remember.
I really
1d8 plus 1.
don't know what.
Plus 1.
I think he just returned with not afraid. I think he will just try to kill us only if we attack.
He's already tried.
He actually tried to kill the soldiers back then.
Yes. But now he doesn't look like he's really good. So we can try to, I don't know, have some answers for it.
What do you say about? I know I'm not very convincing, so I will try to negotiate in a way that might sound reasonable to you. You seem very confused, having woken up on a bed, bloodied and battered, with someone cutting you open. How about a truth for a truth? You ask me something, I will give you my most honest answer. I'm a bad liar. You may try to see through me. And if you're not satisfied with the response, well, I mean, I was going to say that you...
One sword
Yeah,
for one.
yeah, that's the gist of it.
Go first.
No, you go first. I will give you that right.
What do you want from me?
What I want from you,
You group.
well, we were sent here to make sure you didn't kill anyone else in the tower or outside or around here. And what I want specifically, but I might decide not to get it depending on your other answers, is the stone that you have inside yourself.
There's a moment of like,
There's a stone inside of you, a magic stone.
And it's not your heart.
You know.
yep.
But I'm honest when I'm saying that I might not get it if you prove to be harmless.
You know her.
Alright, now it's my time to ask a question. Why were you fighting the soldiers back in the woods?
Was a face I recognized. I'm come to settle.
With Captain?
Was the captain there? I don't
Yes.
remember.
Yeah.
Don't know the name. It's the
Well, if you tell us a little more about the eyes, we might be able to tell you even the name of this particular person.
eyes.
Do I remember if any of the gods?
Captain Alvin had very evident, piercing blue eyes.
That was Captain Olven.
What the name? I want.
What did it do to you? Don't me. I'm gonna back.
Davina's diplomacy is through the roof today. He's like, has a moment of reserve and
When I was human.
no, I didn't understand. I'm not sure you want to understand.
Took me to the sea.
Sorry.
That's fine.
Was destroyed by men wearing leather black as night, covered in blood. They standing over us. I want my revenge. I have a question. Will you leave me be?
What interjects is like, this creature killed one of our numbers. Up there, they're not gonna let this happen. Like this.
And you don't tell them. You shut up and don't tell them anything.
That's not. Wait.
I'm not saying we should trust these you, but I mean, I know how it feels to have your village destroyed. So
You can just go on a rampage through.
You haven't told us your name.
okay, and what will you do? Will you stay inside here for the rest of your life? You want revenge? You're gonna go outside and kill some other hundreds of people with blue eyes just because of that?
I will have my revenge. Nothing else.
I have one last question. You said when you were human. So, what or who turned you like this? It was these men or someone else?
He has a moment of, like, you seem seriously confused. Almost like he does not know the answer.
Well, you all know me. You know what my position is on this situation, probably. But I won't be so selfish as to decide for the whole group. And I sit down on a rock and put both my hands on my cane.
There's just one thing like that doesn't sit right with me, like Captain Orban. Okay, let's say that he's telling the truth. Okay, right. You're telling the truth, he's telling the truth, got it. Captain Orban destroyed, we don't know when, so but I think not so long ago he was human. Was he human? Captain Orban was human. Is human.
Yes, apparently. In appearance, yes.
Okay, so not so long ago, a village, and theoretically we called him to go back to the city, but I don't know, it's like, is he, who is it with? Is it one of the good guys? I know it's,
I think so.
is it like a dark past of our captain, things like that?
Could be his father. You know, he has the same eyes. Probably it's just his father, you know?
Did you met his father?
No, I don't know. I'm just saying that having the same eyes could mean anything. And I'm saying that he has a single-minded objective, which is morally questionable. I have a single-minded objective, which is morally questionable. I think that you know where I'm going with this.
Yeah.
But you often think differently from me. And I don't want to make this choice for everyone.
I don't want either. Well,
Even if he's saying the truth,
we can't just.
Let you do.
that's true.
Not like this.
He wants revenge. And he will trade it.
Can you remember anything about this form of yours? Did it just happen, or it was It's
Slow.
that's my point. What if? Is it stupid? Is it stupid? I don't know. What if Lady Nylear said that there was a stone inside you?
Mhm.
What if? Sorry. Huddle up.
We want to like take off the stone and see what
I
happens.
would like to. Yeah, I think that's the best course of action because if we can remove the stone, we could maybe ground him and
Make him harmless or something.
not
like
not just I don't I
You're
just
saying
don't
that
I have
if
an
we
idea.
remove the stone, he might
might revert.
revert back to you.
I don't know. I have no clue about it.
I have an idea. I wanted to ask to Maurice if he, by any chance, knows any sealing spell that may seal the beast here, so we can keep it alive, but it can't go outside and kill.
But we won't be able to control it.
Yes.
Again, if we move, we're gonna move for weeks.
As you pronounce the words beast, you see him like instantly retract and look at his body.
And if I may be so bold as to suggest that removing the stone would probably kill it, I think the stone is what's keeping him alive. It's his core.
Is it? I don't know.
Yes.
But that's what I
that too.
think. That's what I think because when
We could,
Lady Nalia touched the stone, it's activated.
I don't know. We could like procure him a meeting with Captain Alban.
I
Not in
don't-
this form. That's what I was worried about.
We can ask to Captain Over if he knows something.
Have you ever destroyed a village? Killed many people?
I think he.
Did. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know him.
If he wants to, I don't know if he wants to revert back to his original form, but I think that if he wants to, his best chance is here.
Yeah.
So, because at first it was dead, so dissecting him was kind of natural, but now it's alive and it's speaking. So
Yeah, it's-
I think that if they made him an offer to try and turn him back to how originally was while being studied,
not being studied, but maybe we could try and
what I mean.
yeah.
I don't remember actually the name of the man who told us all about the war and the man who created the.
Yes, it was the Archmage of the college.
No.
You,
Yeah, you.
yes,
You?
the half-orc.
Okay. Thank you.
Do you think revenge is a good motive?
Yeah.
Oh.
Not as
Yeah.
just for itself, but maybe if Captain Alban is not the man we think he is, maybe he still has some kind of underground thing going on.
What if Captain Open is involved with what happened to Miloride? Maybe.
So,
Listen, I don't think that revenge is a fair game at all. And I think that maybe if he gets to revert back to how he originally was, he might change his mind.
Might.
Sorry, these four you are seeing like outside of his
Yeah.
hearing range, and Maurice
If
like
we can.
halfway between in your conversation and halfway like looking at the creature, but doesn't say
Yeah.
anything at the moment.
Maybe your stone, that one that he was interested in. Maybe the creature maybe react some ways. I don't know.
It could.
Nice.
It actually didn't activate. It doesn't activate to now wish or things like that. But we could try.
Probably
I don't know.
because maybe it activates only when it's another stone of its kind.
All right.
Marianne, what would you do if you brought this?
Like, here's a
guy?
moment of like, it's not going at the shoes.
Marianne,
What? What? Mori.
Moritz,
No S. Mori.
Mori, listen. What would you do with this guy if you brought him up to the
To
Library
know.
of Thalor?
The library is a complex organization. It has many interests in it, and many different people would like to do many different things. There's who wants to.
Okay, but the important guys, what would they do? Do you
That's the
think they
problem.
would like put him on trial because he killed one of
No,
you?
it's not trials. It's more like you should probably study him in some way.
I have a proposal that might put everyone on the same page. So you want to try and remove the stone to turn it back to its previous form, right? No, I know,
Yes.
but we've seen that harming him isn't enough to kill him.
That's the problem.
No,
How
that's
would we
not a
do
problem. That's not a problem. If he refuses to let us take the stone, we fight him, we pry the stone from him, and if he turns back to human, you're right. And if not, there was no way to turn him back to human,
That's
Uh,
and I have the stone.
no.
Let fate decide.
No. That's not how science works. No.
Well, you are really, really deep into wishful thinking if you think that kind of mutation by that kind of power and coming from such a powerful ancient magician can be reverted. But,
I wouldn't call it wishful thinking. I would call it faith.
that's pretty much the same thing.
That is definitely what many people up there
That's
are
what I'm
going to
saying.
think.
Delivering it to the tower may bring it to a way worse fate than a fight.
that's true.
They don't care about the person that it was.
That's true.
Nyalier suspected that it was a human, and she had no qualms about cutting it open and studying it.
Oh, she definitely didn't.
She thought it was dead.
She
I know.
was dead.
I know.
I'm okay with your proposal. Actually,
Well,
really confused, but
we've got it checked in the library right here. Would you like completely disregard the fact that this fucked up person thinks?
I personally probably wouldn't. They probably.
Maybe we could vouch for it. I don't know.
I'm
I
No
don't know
offense,
what's
you're
going
not
back
in a
to-
position to vouch for anything with them. The upper echelon is people who speaks daily with kings from other continents and demigods. They do not care about you, believe me.
May I say that there are a lot of creatures, dangerous creatures that think. I've read about vampires. I know a lot about dragons. They are powerful beings, they are sentient, and they think. But they often don't care about anything but themselves.
Well, that's just you. Yeah, you know, that's. I think that's every. I think that every thing, every creature can choose what they want to think.
Yeah, that's right.
And I think that maybe this guy. I don't know.
This guy wants revenge.
Okay, so what if, for just right now, okay, we try to seal in some way, we're gonna rest just here for a second. Obviously, doing a turn to be sure that it doesn't escape. He needs us. I think he needs us.
Yes.
Okay. We are beaten up.
Mori interjects and like, I think I have a proposal. And here is when we're gonna enter. So we are going to be back next week with the solution to this moral dilemma that our party is facing. Until then, please stay safe, stay awesome, and have a good one. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.